Then they kind of fumbled the transition into mid-game, which is very usually the case for teams that try to play too early game focused. BDS grabbing the Twisted Fate for themselves. And that is going to go into the top lane for Adam Wonder. But the window here is pretty small. The Dragon going to go to the side of Team Heretics in a moment, but Cheo following up to steal it away, and that's going to be embarrassing. The bear cut down by the man with the big staff. Adam now coming in with a gold card. That's a level 3 Alistair. Flashing now out to safety. BDS, not only do they get the Drake, they get 2 kills.
Yeah, 100%, but I can understand where Heretics are trying to find their footing is like, hey look, if we get early Dragons, we can actually force fights.
Firing these mantra Qs under tower, and it's just that much harder for Slido to play the lane. Adam, going out. No, he's not out. Perfectly timed. Barely able now to bring him back. Might as well be a solo away. Won't make the same mistake the Team Heretics did, not allowing that jungler near the objective.
Styles that we saw them work on at the start of the split, but couldn't quite get together. And maybe Adam won't be left together.
Pulled back, stunned up by the bear and the big man.
All of these Void Grubs going across to Heretics is a massive takeaway from BDS. I think the real thing I'd like to actually see BDS go for and play for to try and counteract this is going to be the Rift Herald in 2 minutes time. Oh well, just over. But I think the big thing is getting Ice to reset to play off of Adam's ultimate. Because if you can get Zeri up into that top side to threaten the tier 1, you can draw a lot more resources from Flacken and Trimby. You have a little bit more push. It's also, I think, they are just like, hey, we are quite strong. You have Static Shiv, Malignance, the Triforce. There are moments where they're hitting these spikes.
Sheo's still going to poke his head in. Maybe he can get another steal. Ice is already pushing that mid-wave in. Gold is just getting deleted there. Wonder now being forced to TP away. And this is an opportunity for BDS to go in, knowing that they have a man advantage. TF already roaming over. Sheo, does he want to flash? Hesitancy from BDS. Don't want to overcommit to the play. Obviously, a lot of CC tools for the side of Team Heretics. But Adam wanders in, hoping to catch Ice out, but because nothing comes from it, they concede so much. Wave topside pushed in as well.
Oh, nice one.
Oh. Fighting off a little bit more than he can chew, though. That's the knockback. Sheo wondering if this is the opportunity. He believes it is. Flash out to safety from LeBron. It's clean. Ice for now, untouched. Flashback from Adam. A bit questionable there overall. LeBron definitely caught out, but luckily BDS are there to cover. Now Jankos has to be careful about stepping too far forward. LeBron. Bold recall. That is not where you want to be. My man caught shopping. Paying some money just to be here as that wave does crash into their tower, just gets deleted. Sheo trusting himself in the 50-50, and for good reason. That's third Drake. Getting pulled back now as the stun comes through, but Flacken again, just uncontested on the backside, starting to layer down damage. Forest with a quick double kill, shredding through those health bars. Ice still alive.
Push mid-wave, look for mid-tower off of this one, because I think this was maybe a window to really punish
getting the kills. He's playing it very well, but it is the setup from Trimby and Spyro that makes that fight so easy. And for Nuke, this is the poke. All right, Team Heretics, you've used every relevant cooldown for the fight. Outside of 1 or 2 ultis, can you stop this Baron?
Look at Nuke, though. Nuke's just being a pain. He just wants to try and slow them down with the Qs, see if he can get. Will it buy enough time? We said they could burst it. Yeah, they can't get in.
Jankos has no flash. There should be no way. Trimby's trying to kick this fight off. They've already got the Baron. Nuke's on the backside. BDS now running, ready to sacrifice LeBron if necessary. Flash out. Can he hook back to the wall? Yes, he can. Bob CC's not there. Ice dipping, diving, dodging around, but Trimby desperate to keep it going. Again, they just don't have the shockwave. Flacken trying to get some damage down, but Ice is now starting to turn the fight back. They know they have the cooldown advantage. Team Heretics not respecting the difference in power. The cooldowns available to BDS.
Rush to bot side as well if he really wants to start pressuring that lane as well. You're going to do just that.
That was a different series. Never mind. No, yeah, irrelevant. Sorry, I can't keep track. Too many people hiding in brushes. Nuke was caught off guard. The no ulti, already TP'd into the mid lane. Sheo in the back of the pit. Maybe just going to hope for the 50-50. Finding the isolation. They're pushing forward to the objective. Wonder now unstoppable. Wants to get Sheo out of the area. The Dragon now taken down. Adam and Sheo off to the wrong side of the fight. No shockwave used it from Spyro. Again, the placement has to be perfect. BDS looking, hoping for some vulnerability in the armor of Team Heretics to move in and take the fight, but honestly, well played by the team. If you're the rest of BDS, ready to zone off as necessary. Grouped 5 members of Team Heretics, feeling a little dizzy, not quite sure what the right play is, taking a bit too much time to make their decision. They've already lost the objective, and now finally they'll start to step forward, but the fight is already fizzled. There's not an opportunity here. Instant follow-up now from Sheo. Pullback coming through. Ice again, untouched on the side. Keep your eyes on that Zeri. Damage not going in the right spot, and in comes the TF on the backside. Nothing Team Heretics do matter in the face of BDS. Again, their patience, the execution, just better in this game.
The team fights for BDS have been so clean in setting up Ice consistently to deal the damage he needed, and unfortunately Heretics panicking to cover the potential play from BDS in mid lane. BDS will find the success that they need.
BDS dancing around Team Heretics in these fights, not giving them any angle to leverage the AoE damage, the power of their composition, the stronger front line, playing at arm's reach, playing for the win and taking it in our first game.
Viego for now, again, I feel like they want one more form of engage, but if they go towards this Viego, and they do, they really do need to run over the top side matchup and ensure that Adam doesn't have a rough time in this Rumble matchup, because we've seen it happen before.
Yeah, but we've seen it as well from BDS.
Replicate the long shot in game 1. The long shot in game 1 was the perfect weapon. I loved it so much. Vision control for himself, but either way, Heretics, nice pickup, and especially when you got a Callista, you really want to be trying to secure these early objectives. General will do much better in these lane swap scenarios because he can just ult the wave, makes it very hard to try and deal the damage you need to the tower. So I actually like this from Heretics, trying to just punish Adam in the matchup where he will now
should be able to cool down, but Trimby holds onto the ultimate as Nuke and Spyro trade blows, favoring Nuke, but Spyro got the plate, so it doesn't matter too much. And
the just reset, got his boots, got Malignance, was in a...
Flackett's in trouble. We've seen this one before. Is he Flackett? Is he stick save? This time he has the exhaust. It might be enough. Adam in trouble. First blood. Gets the 1-for-1 though. Credit to Flackett.
The loss sends you down to the lower bracket. Or potentially 3 losses away from exiting. Yeah. It's not a great time to be.
Back from on to Trimby. Ulti onto Flackett. Even if he pulls Trimby back. A TP now committed. Ice Lightning crash as the first kill picked up.
This is great from BDS though. They're putting pressure mid. They already have Ice pushing that in. And with Sheo stepping up there, you're able to get the access to the bot lane tower that you want as well. So Heretics just being pushed away. So BDS again, it's kind of very similar to what we saw in the last game. Playing Trimby fishing.
Spyro a little bit far away here. Trimby, ooh, not quite getting the angle. Was hoping to get knocked all the way back, but it looks like the root from Lebrov now came in. Equalizer across the side. Adam forced to retreat, flashing back to the safety of his tower. Lebrov set up, lock up onto 3. Nuke now stepping forward, but again, Ice remains untouched. He is stone cold, so he keeps this one going. The follow-up Nukem is there, though. Sent back in. Courtesy of the Callista. Trimby on the second rotation tries to bring it back, but it is not enough. The resets for the Viego are there, and BDS take yet another fight.
Nuke sniped Flackett at the back of the fight and managed to completely decimate Heretics. They're going to absolutely decimate them, and it is heartbreaking to see those little moments where you do mess up, but this is a curious one for BDS. I mean, they have full control of top and mid, so not a bad call.
Alarm
they just don't really have
though.
a huge amount of damage to finish this.
We've seen a lot of 50-50 Barons yesterday.
They want the TP from Spyro. That's all they're looking for. But
has ult, but the Baron's getting lower. BDS.
Pull the trigger. Get the TP.
Try to complete it. Trimby getting the fight started. Flackett isolating Adam off to the side. Objective not going to get stolen away. As Sheo manages to secure that one. Keep your eyes on Nuke. Just layering down damage. Spyro wants to turn this one back to the flash over the wall. The confidence from Nuke. Playing flawlessly on the Karma, and the fight just continues. In the middle of the river, BDS again find the angle. Flackett forced to run.
And they got the Baron as well. BDS got everything. Heretics didn't want to pull the trigger to get Spyro in, and now Flackett being chased down by Ice. Ice gets the shield. We'll chase him down.
Wants to lock him up.
Oh, let's hit.
He just doesn't have that. It's just too much. Block into the Iron Solari. Execution wasn't quite there, and as a result, they're in dire straits once again with no luxury of an additional game. Trimby isolating Sheo. Sheo sticking around for the tier 2. Yanko's now following up. No ulti available for Sheo. He will just drop here, but can he take Trimby on the way? No, he gets the reset, and now he can't ult to safety. That's the worst possible thing that could have happened. Oh,
Wonder trying to get some damage down, but this is just too much.
Side lane focused play in the previous games. Aggressive start on the Baron, pulling Team Heretics in, clean execution on the team fights. Positive signs for BDS. Again, they made top 4 before, but looking to go even further, looking to challenge the top of the table. Slow siege. Team Heretics get one more set of cooldowns. But BDS, I mean, they can do this however they want. They can push forward, they can risk it, give Team Heretics that opportunity, give them one more full-on 5v5, or they can just take this tower and walk away. And I don't know if Team Heretics will ever get another shot.
They kind of have to do something. This is a Hail Mary. It's going to look like an int, but honestly, you kind of have to do something because you're just getting poked out. The range coming through from Nuke.
Yanko's no health. I mean, he needs to go back. Already. Lebrov now going to start the fight by going in onto Wonder. Nice little bit of poke. Immediate follow-up. Reset already there for the Viego. And once you start losing a fight against this champion, you do not stop. Flackett trying to make the heroic effort. Still has a decent amount of health. still alive for now, but the rest of his team just dying, falling apart. Yanko's gonna ult out to safety. The stolen body of his support doing much more work than the actual thing in this one. Sheo, another reset. BDS slaughtering Team Heretics. We thought it would be close, Rob. Not even remotely close. Vitality. Recognize now the opponent standing in front of them. That one's gonna be a banger. That's it. As he sticks A. This time he has the exhaust. It might be enough. Adam in trouble. First blood. Gets the 1-for-1 though. Credit to Flackett.
I'm tipping, no flash. I'm tipping, let's fight, let's go. Go for it. Insane.
Nice. Go mid.
Let's all you guys. Kalista flash, yeah. Go libère no flash. We win. Oh, Penta. Actually, I can get Penta.
Kill them. Focus. Nice.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the LEC after a victorious 2-0 from Team BDS. I've got here with me Labrov and Sheo. Merci for joining me, guys. Now, I spoke a little bit with Adam earlier on, and he told me, well, we 2-0 them in winter, easy 2-0 again in spring. Labrov, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, going into the series, I was confident that we would win. I didn't expect it to be a 2-0 or like having like a clean series. I think the game one showed that we still have a lot to learn, especially in mid-game. I think we make a lot of mistakes, and we are overall like too nervous on stage. So, but other than that, I was still confident we will win today.
Absolutely, and people have seen what an incredible development you've had, Sheo, from joining the link to right now. Chatting with Adam, he told me that you play a lot of LEC and you popped off right before the playoffs began as well. And now joining into the series, no Maokai's, no Sejuani's, no Zinzao Merchants. You went into the Jax, you went into the Viego. You know, the Jax was even banned in the second game. So how has that development has been for you? And why have you been robbed from even being a nominee for Player of the Game?
I think last year our playstyle was more like controlled and less around skirmishes and more like around team fight. So I was going to play only Maokai and Sage, and now I have a stronger bot lane that I can play through, and everyone is like playing limits Loki on lane, so I can play as well setup like Sejuani Maokai, but as well Lee Sin and Viego, so it's really good for me.
Now, of course, this must put a lot of pressure on you, Labrov, because your top lane is playing a lot of carries. There's not a lot of engaged tools over on the top side of the map. However, you did have a Maokai and a Sejuani once upon a time that had some engaged tools, but now it's all on you to find the angles, to create the space, to find the engages for your team. Does that put any pressure on you?
No, not really. I have trust in my teammates, and I think they also have in me. So, like, I know basically that if we play like the game well, like we don't need like to have like the noob champs, like I don't know, like Malphite ult or Sejuani ult or Maokai ult.
Or Sion ult, for example?
Sion ult, yeah,
right.
exactly. And yeah, we can like win the game even without these champs.
Of course, and when it comes to somebody has to take the player off the game, of course, who would you say deserves that one? You have to be completely unbiased. He's pointing at himself.
Me? Labrov, he's the best.
I mean, that was a little biased because he was pointing at himself.
No, it's my opinion.
All right,
Thank you.
And Labrov, for you?
I don't know, it's a close one.
Okay. You have to be unbiased. Who would you choose?
Me.
I will say Seo because he played like new champs, you know, and he performed well.
Okay, you guys both suck at these predictions. It's going to be Ice over in the bot lane. Q on Zeri is a very powerful spell, so he gets Kia Player of the Series. Now, Labrov, real quick words about how the development has been between you and Ice.
It has been going pretty good actually so far. I think he's like really skilled player, and he's also like a very funny guy and like humble, and honestly just like an amazing feeling like playing with him. So I'm looking forward to going deeper into the tournament.
And we're looking forward to that too. Guys, again, congratulations on a very clean and quick 2-0. We're going to throw it over to the desk. Ginny, take it away.
Thank you so much, Trouble. And welcome everybody to the match of the week. With BDS winning 2-0 against Heretics, that means we're ready to gear up for G2 up against MDK. Before we do it, both of them literally just went, is me? That was not the case. But either way, for this one particularly, it's the Winter Finals, being a complete rematch here at the first game for both of these teams in Spring Split. I know it was like, let me copy your homework and make it a little bit different, but I did not expect this one.
Well, if history is to repeat itself when we compare to Spring Split, MDK is not supposed to be leveled up yet entirely. You know, they're going to be knocked down into the loser bracket, and then they're going to shine and make the dream run. But I'm curious to see if we can avoid a similar timeline and actually have them play the way they played at the end of last split already now, because then this could be a close battle, especially because G2 is coming off of last week where they didn't look particularly strong.
Yeah, it's two different contexts for both of these teams, right? G2 did not look great, or 1 and 2 scoreline. Mad Lions, you know, finally kind of woke up throughout what was a very, very slumpy spring split here. And I think for me, naturally for Mad, there's going to be a sense of revenge in their mind of, okay, we made it all the way to finals just to get knocked out by G2. The problem that I really find myself is that G2 is a different beast in playoffs, right? If winter is anything to go by, they're going to have random stuff prepped that Mad Lions may not know about. And to me, that's always going to be a very, very scary thing.
It's something to look forward to indeed, but it also brings a question in regards to what we've been seeing from G2 throughout the regular split, whether we'll actually get to see that today. Because when we're looking at MDK particularly, they have that fire to succeed. You mentioned it yourself. They had an incredible lower bracket run last time around. They have that. Their entire goal is to lift a trophy, to take down G2. It's a rivalry that they're looking forward to. And particularly for this setup, it's going to be all eyes on Elyoya and Supa, because the interview we've had with them right after their lock-in here for playoffs, they were just the two happiest people and they were supportive of each other. We can see that both off the server but also in game.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, I think this is only a rivalry if you ask MDK, because so far G2 has been stomping them, you know, this year, and I think more than anything, I would look at this as an opportunity for them to really show that they can actually match G2 and step it up, because winning today would be huge for them. And I think Elyoya has been great the past couple of weeks. I think Supa has been great. And some of these guys are really going to have to perform as individuals for this to work.
Yeah, it's a matter of pride, pun intended, because yeah, if they lose, then it's just going to suck. They're going to have to go through this whole lower bracket thing again. And don't get me wrong, whilst they looked great in winter, sometimes miracles don't repeat themselves twice, right? And I think the fact of the matter is a lot of the league has leveled up compared to winter moving into spring. I know there's always discussions about level of play. So Elyoya and Supa are going to have to be the main guys that really do step it up. Elyoya has been very supportive, like we've mentioned, of Supa. And I think the entire of Mad Lions as a whole definitely need to try and make sure that as a team, they're locked into a particular identity and they're ready for, you know, whatever G2 has to throw at them today.
Yeah, and we're looking at Elyoya and Supa on the side of MDK, but then you're looking at G2 and you have Hansama and Yike, and their synergy has also been going really well. And Hansama, when you're looking at some of the best, if not the best AD carry in the league, he is the player that comes to mind.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the ultimate test for somebody like Supa to really show up and prove himself, because Hansama falls in the category of probably the most aggressive AD carry we have in Europe, at least looking back at the past year historically. And if you can go up against him, dominate him, and win, you know, with your aggressive jungler through bot, that really